Welcome back to episode 7 of the 144 podcast. Have with me today, introduce yourselves.
Bella, Cody,
Ella.
Their nicknames, of course, are Bad Heart Bella and Ella Scissorhands. Ella, I feel like you need to explain why your name is Ella Scissorhands.
So, Halloween, I was making some butternut squash pasta to bring to the guys' dorms as a little treat as you're watching the movie Scream.
good treat.
And I'm cutting this butternut squash, and I'm like, I gotta score this thing before I put it in the oven. And I'm cutting it away from me, as you should. It wasn't working that great. So my brain is like, let me just switch this knife around. This is really stupid. I'm gonna cut my hand open. And then I cut my hand open. And right here.
Like that.
Yeah. And I have to go get it stitched up, and the guy who stitched me up was dressed as Lord Farquaad, even though he was really tall, so that was an interesting experience. But now they call me Ella Scissorhands. So.
See, I was sleeping when this was happening, so I woke up to a bunch of texts of, can someone take me to the health center? And
It's like 10 in the morning.
It was 7.
it was so,
7 in the
I didn't
morning.
wake up till like 10 in the morning, so I woke up and the first thing I see on my phone is these texts about that. The first thing I thought was, wow, great job cutting like a squash, something like that. It made me laugh, but
Hey, that's what
It
I'm
was
here for.
traumatic.
But no, that's funny. So you can see we're not in our normal setting today. We're actually in the third ever setting of this podcast. We are in the Rawlings School of Divinity.
Yeah.
Don't know if we're supposed to be in this room. We're just going to keep on going until someone kicks us out. But it is a Saturday and no one's here, so
Hey.
you got to do what you got to do. Why don't you dive us into what we're in here today? We're here to talk about, let's start off with movies. Any upcoming movies that you two have seen?
Recently I just saw Gladiator 2
Oh man.
in theaters with my dad.
Wonderful.
It was immaculate. It was so good.
Have you seen the first one?
I have seen the first one. It was great
It was-
as well.
People get mad about remakes and sequels, but
They did a good job.
they
on
did a
this.
really
They
good job. I told my mom about it because she was like, "You really want to see Gladiator 2?" She's like, and then I went back and I went to see it, and then I came back after. I was like, "Mother, like that was some cinema. That wasn't a movie. That was
It really was.
that was cinema."
I really appreciated how they had naval battles in the
Yeah.
Colosseum this time, because that's what they did in ancient Rome. So
Yeah.
bring in some historical
It's perfect.
accuracy. You know what I mean?
Now I want to wonder, how did they get the water out of there, and how did they get it in? You think
They
they do
had,
like buckets
Like
or
during the original time period that this happened, or during the film? Just to
no during the original time, like
see.
before this?
They had the Romans, they built aqueducts, so they had
That's true.
little
So they didn't do
systems.
buckets.
No, they did not.
Probably like
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
buckets
so.
would take a long time.
Yeah.
They could get
Big
the
stadium.
survivors.
Or do you think it's like a big bathtub situation? There's like a
Like a
thing.
drain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Like an
think so.
incline, or maybe like a trap door that opens up and it floods down
That's
into
true.
the aqueducts.
That's true.
Because they had a lot of trapdoors for the wild animals and
Yeah.
stuff.
No. It was a really good movie because I liked how they had the boats and there were like sharks in it too. So like one guy got thrown out of the boat and he just like.
I don't think there were sharks in ancient Rome, but
Oh, there were sharks in the movie.
I appreciated the cinematography of it.
Oh
it
no,
was really
it was good. It was good.
Like-
It made you really think about society as a whole because you just saw how quickly this empire was just falling. It's not. You just went because people like men were fighting.
I like because men were fighting, man.
You gotta look deep
was
into that.
great.
It was so good. Denzel Washington played a great
There were
villain
sharks.
in this movie.
Yeah.
And then of course the sharks played the sharks.
The actor that
That
they
was
had
my
for
favorite
grown-up
part.
Lucius, I think, really fit the whole ancient Greek.
Well, it wasn't grown up Lucius. It was just Lucius.
Yeah, but he was grown up because in the first movie he was a kid, so he was grown up Lucius.
Well, they didn't call him grown up Lucius. They just called him Lucius.
Well, he was grown up, but the actor they got
They call him
really-
Kid Lucius.
was
Hey,
really
Kid
good.
Lucius, come here.
was really good in comparison to the original actor from.
Well, he was
Gladiator.
5.
It was a different person.
It was
Well, you
5.
could still see the facial structure growing up, man.
Well, for all we know, that
They
could
were
be the
different
same
people,
kid.
That's why I said that they had the child actor really good casting
Oh, I
as
see.
the adult version. You know what I
For
mean?
grown-up Lucius.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
grown-up Lucius.
And then Pedro Pascal, of course.
Love Peyton.
Love that guy. He was so good at it. I thought he was gonna be like a bad guy. Turns out he was an awesome. He was one of the good guys.
For once, he was fine.
Yeah.
Usually he's a bad guy.
The Mandalorian?
No.
The Last of Us.
Remind me.
Exactly. Get out of here. You don't know your Pedro Pascal history.
My bad.
The one thing I will say is their character development in that movie was really abrupt. Because, Lucius sees his mom, he's like, I hate you, you abandoned me,
Well, he
bye.
sent her. She sent
And
her
then the
away.
next day, he's like, I love you so I'm like,
Well, he
the
forgave her.
complete 180. There wasn't any gradual transition.
Did you not
Do you
see
have-
the same movie that I did? Did you
I
not?
did see the same
I
movie.
felt him.
Do
That
you
was
have
awesome.
gradual forgiveness or immediate?
Well, you can forgive someone, but your personality doesn't change like that.
I just don't think you
Overnight.
understand men.
I don't think you
As a
understand.
man, I
don't.
felt
Do you
that.
understand forgiveness?
I do understand forgiveness, actually.
No, on like the keypad.
Just, yeah.
And a little bit more. Thank you. I'm having a different camera crew in here today.
Yeah.
Finally have an operator. And one studio audience guest that's currently taking a nap on the couch.
Yeah.
But yeah. Continue. We are any other movies you two have seen recently?
Recently, Violent Night. I watched
Violent
that.
Night. My mother does not consider it a Christmas movie, even though Santa Claus is killing all these terrorists. She does not see it as a Christmas movie. What did you think? Because this was your first time watching. First time watching.
Yes.
First thoughts.
It was violent.
Violent?
Is that not? It happened.
Oh, it's promised in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I grew up knowing that Santa Claus, my life would be different.
Do you think it'd be better or worse?
I don't know. I never believed.
Well, Santa Claus didn't kill any regular people; he was killing terrorists.
It's true.
He was the hero.
So he's a hero.
Yeah.
Well, I like the scene where.
Well, did you not understand that he was the hero?
No.
Did you just think he was killing people? What kind of violent? Oh, it's Santa Claus, the serial killer.
You never know.
I mean,
Santa is kind of
a hammer though.
He had a hammer.
He'd be like, yeah.
I know he had a hammer. Yeah, I'm doing the OJ thing.
Okay.
Well, have you not seen that clip?
Yeah.
So it's a clip. It's from like the interview they do after he was
Yeah.
accused of it, and she's like, well, I guess OJ thought it was a joke, but I thought it was pretty offensive. He like knocked on her door like late night after the interview, and he's like, wee, 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 with like a toy knife, like messing with her,
Dang.
and she's like, I found it pretty disturbing, but he had a good time. What?
I was not okay with it, but he had fun.
But no, yeah. So no, Violent Night is definitely my favorite Christmas movie. It was Die Hard, but Violent Night just overthrew it. Not because there's violence, but because it's Santa Claus is the one doing the violence, and not John McClane. But Die Hard always holds a special place in my heart for Christmas
Can
movies.
I be honest? I didn't go yesterday to watch Die Hard because I didn't like it.
You don't like Die Hard?
No.
Really? What is it
Well,
about it?
I don't dislike Die Hard, but I don't like it because my parents force us to watch it every single year forever.
You have great parents. Why do you feel
Because
that
it's
way?
the same story every single year.
Have you seen Die Hard 2?
What traditions
Yes.
are.
Die Hard 2 is
Same
even
movie.
better.
No.
It's so me and my dad one time watched both the Die Hard movies on Christmas Eve, and my whole family went to bed. So we watched Die Hard 1, and I was like, "Have you ever seen the second one?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I was like, "Well, I've only seen it once." He's like, "Well, let's watch it again." So we put it on. And I was like, "I'm kind of ready for bed." I was like, "You know what? It's 1 a.m. It's Christmas already. Let's watch another Die Hard movie." So no, I went to bed maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, and I think I woke up at like 8. So I did not have a lot of sleep that morning. But it was so good because I got to see the Die Hard movies with my dad. But yeah.
Yeah, my dad does that every single year, and he's like, we go to our friend's house and watch it and start at like 10 o'clock at night, and then we just have to stay there forever.
That sounds so awesome. You have great parents.
You know one
Pretty good.
Christmas movie I cannot get behind?
What?
What was it? The one where it's black and white and the guy tries to kill himself.
It's a Wonderful Life?
It's one, okay,
Why
I
do you
that
hate
movie.
that?
That is
Why
such
do you
a
hate that?
stupid movie.
No, hold on. There also is a colored version. I've seen both.
Are you just racist?
No!
No. Like it's like because it was
I
so
know.
old, it was in black and white.
It's
But
just
why do
such
you?
a,
What's
it's
the
such
Wonderful
a
Life is such a good
stupid
movie? Why?
Everyone's like, oh my gosh, money. And then he's like, oh, I'm sad and depressed. I'm going to kill myself.
He
and
owned
then,
a bank. He had to have money. They were
No.
gonna put him in jail.
Buddy. And then he sees an angel. He's like, okay, maybe life isn't so bad. Woo, yeah, and my family.
Well, it was not immediate. It was a progressive. I hate this angel. Why is he here?
I still think it was such a stupid movie. And why is it Christmas themed?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask why you're dissing a movie that had a lot of men's mental health in it? Are you just not a fan of that?
I am a big
And
supporter
a
of men's
racist.
mental health, and I am not racist, but that movie was bad. It was just bad.
No, when I
was
first
scared
watched
by
it, I
that.
didn't like it because we watched it in English history class or English English class in
How
8th
did they
grade.
get away with that?
No, let me tell you what. This teacher,
I
It
did that
was-
with a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
it was so. This was during. It was right before COVID, like a couple months before. Like this was the year of COVID is when I had this English class, and she just did whatever she wanted to. No one called her out on it. Like she'd
I
go
love
on
that for her.
just whole rants about everything. Like we cheated one time in her English class, and on a Friday, that Monday, come in, all the lights are off. The only thing on is her projector because she was in a trailer, and
What?
You know, no, you didn't go to a local middle school. You went to a charter school. Never mind.
You went in a.
Have you ever been to a school that has like a trailer? No? Wow. I feel special. Can you do the thing again on the computer? Thank you.
Trailer?
No, so they have these, so some schools are so big that they don't have enough room for all the kids. And they can't,
You were a trailer
they can't take time to,
educator?
hold on, they can't take time to build more onto the school. So they just put trailers out there, like actual trailers.
This explains a lot about you.
Hold on. They were pretty
He was
cool.
trailer educator.
Pretty cool. If you had a teacher that was in a trailer, they were allowed to do basically whatever they wanted to. And they were always the best. Like I had a history teacher that was in a
You were
trailer.
trailer educated.
Awesome
You could
guy.
see anything
Awesome
you
guy.
wanted.
I love you. Shout out to you, Mr. Willis. I don't know what you're doing now. You're probably retired because that
Probably
was
not watching this.
probably not. You're probably retired because that was like maybe 7 years ago. You're already pretty close to retirement. He was a Marine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
But no. So we had this English teacher in 8th grade, and like she was like, so we cheated on a Friday. We come back on Monday, all the lights are off, projectors and everything on, and she's like, "It's like class. I don't want to call any of you out, but some of y'all cheated." She's like, I'm not happy with some of y'all. She's like, I'm not gonna call y'all out on it. She's like, I'm not even gonna fail you, but I just want y'all to know I'm disappointed. And me and my buddies, we're in like the back corner. We're like trying our best not to die laughing because we were the ones that
You
cheated.
were the ones that
But here's the thing, like she's so oblivious. We were passing around a computer. Like the first person would take the test, they would fail. They would see all the answers that were right, they got right and wrong.
Who took
We would
the
pass
fall?
around their computer so that everyone would get like a perfect grade on it. So I did it one time and I went first because I like rushed through it. I got a terrible grade. They're like, pass your computer around. So we were
So
passing
you
my
were the
computer.
fall guy.
So this time someone else like messed up. So we were passing around their computer. And then somehow she found out that we knew, because I think it was the writing response is what got us.
Because it was
But,
all the same.
Because they were all the same answers.
Just think.
We-
let's
we-
just change the wording
These
around
are
a little
8th
bit,
grade
huh?
kids. These are 8th grade guys that are. We're not smart enough to change the right response answers.
Okay,
like-
yeah, 8th graders are stupid, but I didn't think you guys were that stupid.
But no,
like,
so
come on.
after that, we pretty much learned that we had to change our answers if we were doing the written response. But we still pass around our computers, and she wouldn't even notice. Like she'd be looking at one kid, he'd have like 2 computers in front of him. She'd look away. The next minute, he's got like no computers in front of him. His computer's closed, the other one's gone, and she's just like, and she'll just go back to on her laptop, and you're just like,
This kid isn't doing it.
no. So here's the thing: I can say about. I think every guy in there was close to failing the class.
Wow.
But then COVID happened, so everyone just passed.
Yeah.
We all moved on. So we go to
That's
we go to
crazy.
we go to high school after that, and we're all just like bombing around just English classes. I'm the only one that's probably doing well because I like somewhat faked my way through it. Like we were reading The Hobbit. I hate The Hobbit. It's so
Okay, don't diss
boring.
The Hobbit. That is a great piece of literature, man.
Do you watch a piece of literature? Because it's a big book. I could throw that at someone and I could get arrested for assault because of how heavy it is. It's huge.
What kind of copy of The Hobbit are you reading?
It's like, do you not realize the Hobbit book they made
It's
into
not War and
3?
Peace, buddy.
They made it into 3 different
I read that.
movies. It's a huge book. It's a
Yeah,
huge
it
book.
was required to be 3 movies.
Yeah, but
That's
my
how big
God,
it
it's
is.
like,
How many
what,
hours is that?
500 pages?
I think each movie is at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
So there's over 6 hours of film based on one book.
How long does it take you to read the book?
I never read it.
Oh.
She gave it to us.
You're right.
How can you be a hater if you never read it?
There you go.
Because it had to be in my backpack. That
Just
sucker
Oh,
was
okay.
heavy.
Mm.
But no. But yeah, so I think we're good here. Anyone want to share any of their any class memories they have of school?
My teacher, she was my middle school teacher and elementary school teacher because I went to a K-12 with like 50 kids in it total. I'm from Alaska. This is reality. Anyway, we had
You guys didn't have trailers?
no, we didn't. We didn't need trailers. It's too cold outside for trailers.
Wow.
-20.
Negative 20. Wow.
But
Maybe like tunnels of snow. You guys had that. Okay, continue.
we did our class in igloos.
Oh really?
No.
Oh. That would have been fun though. I would have went to school if they were in igloos.
We tried making igloos and then we got in trouble because my teacher was scared they were gonna collapse on us. They totally weren't gonna. They were made of ice.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, she let us have like a class sleepover and we made cardboard houses to sleep in. And the same teacher like brought in a Nintendo for the library and like an icy machine, cotton candy, and like all kinds of crazy.
Yo.
She was awesome. And then you get to middle school and like our like end of school year things that we did. We watched like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then like I was in wrestling, and so we had to go on tournaments and stuff, and they would just assign me movies to watch, like The Martian and different things, and they're just like, yeah, just write a little report about it. So
The Martian is a great movie.
I'm sorry that it snapped.
lock in.
I should have done that. But no, so there was this one time, because I used to live in Indiana, and I was in elementary school, and we would
Aren't
get a
you
lot
from
of.
the South?
I was born in Indiana, and I lived there until first grade, and then I moved down to North Carolina. And I've been there since I graduated high school. We're in Virginia.
In a trailer.
Currently located in Virginia. No, I wasn't. No, I lived in a house. But I went to school sometimes. It was in a trailer. Even in high school, so it would be elementary school, middle school, high school. They'd have trailers. Because sometimes, there's too many kids. County's getting too big.
Did you get called a trailer kid?
No, I was never called a trailer kid.
Trailer student?
Well, here's the thing. In North Carolina, about every school had trailers. But no, so when I was.
That's not normal, man.
Can I get back on my topic?
She's saying no.
No? Well, you went to a charter school. You went to a charter school in a nice area.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I went to a school with trailers. But no, so I went to an elementary school.
I don't really believe you, but continue.
I was in I saw a picture. I was in elementary school in in Indiana, and I was in, I think, kindergarten, and we would get too much snow, but they wouldn't cancel it. So they would have snowplows come in and blow off the bus parking lot, and they would put it all in one section.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be this huge mountain of snow. And there was this one time we were out there in recess, and we were digging tunnels in the snow, and I think it collapsed because I have a memory of like people rushing out of there, and then I don't know if the fire department was called, but I'm pretty sure a kid got stuck in there.
Dang.
And it was like during recess too.
Yeah. Oof. We had like the snowplow would come up, and like the playground was right next to like where he plowed all of this, like the huge snowbank full of like all the extra snow from like plowing the roads and stuff. And so this was just a huge pile, and we go on the other side and we made these huge ice caves, and like we would spray it with hot water so that it like stay together. And then we would literally just like hide in there and like eat lunch and stuff, and it was pretty fun. And then we got in trouble because
Why?
they thought we were gonna suffocate and die in there.
They didn't worry about us
Thompson.
until it actually fell on a kid, so we were in the green for a while. But,
Until it actually fell on the kid.
this goes into a great topic of next one is consumer America. So I want to ask you, why is America getting so fat? I think we need to answer that right now. I feel like you have some insights into that. Why is America getting so fat?
That's not consumer America, buddy.
Well,
that's the food crisis. I could also talk about
hold on. Where is food coming from?
It should be coming from
Aren't
the
you
ground
from the
themselves.
Hold on. How is food eaten? It is consumed.
That's not what
Consumed. Consumer.
Hello.
An American eating is a consumer of food. Consumer America. So, why is America so fat, Ella?
Because all we eat is fast food, and we are so lazy.
Do you eat fast food?
I don't that much.
Do you
I
eat
just don't
fast
like it.
food?
I mean, I used to work at Taco Bell. I haven't eaten a lot of fast foods. I want to try the McRib. The McRib is back at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Go get yourself a McRib. Hey, their motto right now is hang up your lights and get a McRib.
That's a great motto.
I'm going to get a McRib next Wednesday when I'm heading back home.
Marketing. That's why America's
Yeah.
fat. The end.
Well, it's a McRib. Have you ever had a McRib?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? Don't ruin the McRib for me.
Let him figure that out for himself. No.
I'm not sure. I can't quite recall.
Can't quite recall.
taste.
You
But
can't
anyways.
recall your time you ate a magnificent McRib?
Can't recall the taste. It was just.
Well,
Yeah, we're fat.
why is
basically.
America so fat, Ella?
Well, because we have no idea about proper nutrition. We're not
Really?
taught
What is proper nutrition?
proper nutrition. You want to have a balance
Yeah.
of protein, carbs, and fats.
Where does this fall?
That falls into sugar, but it's fun because the cool little guy on the look at the icy bear, love him.
So are you saying the food pyramid?
The food pyramid. Okay, but our food pyramid is just so warped.
Do you think it's broken?
It's the food
It's
industry.
all Michelle Obama's fault.
Mhm. Plus, why is it cheaper to buy mass-produced food made in a factory versus food grown in the ground and from animals?
No, exactly.
Yes,
I can go
it's
get.
so down to the grid. You know how much for a whole bag of donuts? Like $3. To get a protein shake, almost $6.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane. That's why we're fat, because we're poor and we want cheap food, and then we eat that.
We're fat because we're poor.
And eating those types of foods alters the hormones in you as well.
Yeah.
So that like the hunger hormone is higher and the full hormone goes down. Same thing with sleep. We don't sleep a lot, and so that makes us more hungry as well.
No, that's what. It's cheaper to really go to McDonald's and get like five of the single cheeseburgers instead of getting a bag of apples, because it's just like you can get that many cheeseburgers instead of a bag of apples.
It's harder to see recently just because everything's so much more expensive in general.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at it.
Well, then diabetes is also a pretty big thing.
Mm-hmm.
America
Type 1,
is
type
one of the only countries in the world where we don't believe in diabetes 3, but we have a problem with there's a word for it, dementia, which some people believe it is diabetes 3, but the CDC is refusing to call it that. What are your thoughts on that?
I was unaware of that, so I'm gonna have to look into it.
Wow.
But that
Learned it from Joe
they're
Rogan.
right. Wow. The fact that I didn't know it's a whole conspiracy.
You need to listen to more podcasts.
Plus, another reason why we're so fat is because then we get sick and we have to pay for medicine. Big pharma. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I am.
Okay. I do dabble. Not gonna lie, I dabble. But like, think about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not really good at explaining. I apologize.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Watch some videos, some podcasts.
Educate yourself on everything.
So what's consumerist America? Because Tyler.
Consumer America is like
We're
buying and
consuming. We're buying and selling.
We're
Buying and selling
we're-
food. Then I'm consuming
It's
that
not
food.
just food.
It's
Well,
the economy as a
give me
whole.
give me the bigger one. I'm not obviously educated on this too much.
Consumer America.
Just
okay.
on diabetes, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
You're smarter than me in that. I will give it to you.
Joe
But
Rogan.
yeah.
Shut up.
Consumer
I'll
America
listen.
is just this culture that promotes excess.
Ignore that. That was a rival podcast. I in no way endorse or deny them, but I don't know them yet, so sorry for that.
It's the culture that promotes overconsumption, especially with, again, like internet and social media, all these trends of like what is hip and popular to like have in your decor, have like what you wear, what you eat off of, the way you decorate your house, all of it. So it like promotes this thing where you just like you buy and buy and buy.
You know what should be promoted more?
What?
Barefoot shoes.
Wow, is this an ad?
No.
Are you wearing those right now?
Yeah.
I thought those were Vans. Please don't take your shoes off. What in the world? I should not be able to do that with my shoe. No. No.
Put the dogs
They have
away.
a great toe box.
Are your feet
They're
cold?
Really, no, they're very warm. They're really good.
I don't
for-
believe that. You really just bent your shoe like it was a old T-shirt.
They're cheap. They're affordable. Wittens. They're very good for your feet.
How
and
much
for
were
your-
those?
For your posture. These were.
How is a shoe good for your posture?
Because it all starts with.
How does that affect
and
my back?
alignment.
My feet are about 3 feet, and they're probably more than 3 feet from my back.
I wish barefoot shoes were in consumer America.
Where are they at?
Amazon. $30.
That's consumer America.
But not many buy. John wears them. The co-host.
Well, John buys everything on Amazon. He gets like he gets 3 packages a day from that website.
Yes. In case you're wondering, where is John?
Ugh.
We don't know where John is actually. We tried to call him
We
out.
have
like,
lost him.
I called him like a dozen times.
You
He
called
did
him a
not
dozen
pick up.
times. I called him 3 different times. John, we don't know
Where
where
are
you are,
you?
buddy. We don't know.
John.
If you see him, let us know. It's a missing persons case now, I fear.
Please DM the Instagram
Yeah.
account. And I
Worried.
cannot offer a reward at this time, but I'll give you a handshake.
Give him a ramen.
No.
Oh.
You know what is
Sorry.
consumerist?
Sorry, do I go to your kitchen and say, oh, you can have her beef?
I took one of your.
No one
ramen.
touches my beef.
I'm sorry, what?
I have one of your ramen.
When?
John gave it to me on the bus.
What day was this?
The day that you got them off.
Was this the Wednesday, Thursday, or was this the Wednesday, Tuesday, or Monday? Because I
It
went
was
there
like
all 3 of the days.
Evening that you lost your wallet.
Okay, so the Wednesday.
After Camp Con?
Yes.
I went there twice that day.
Yeah.
But
Consumer America. You're just buying and buying and
No,
buying.
hold on.
There's a great
That is not
photo.
consumer American. That is because I have dining dollars that are expiring, and I'm currently trying to make sure the dining dollars do not go to waste. Because if they go to waste, it influx the economic system that devalues the dining dollar. The last thing I need is to devalue the dining dollar because the prices go up in the grid, and I can't buy gum for $1.
Who controls the dining dollar?
Dondi. They're Dondi's
Yes.
dollars.
The Dondi's dining dollars.
See, I would buy more. I would
feel
love
like
to
the
talk.
value of
They need to be called Dondi's dollars because
They
I
should.
would
I
would
feel like,
love Dondi's dollars.
I think Dondi's dollars aren't gonna change.
And then Falwell bucks for the Flames cash.
Oh
So-
yeah.
Replace Donnie dollars with Donnie dollars, and then Flames cash to Falwell bucks. I would appreciate that so much more.
That just has a vibe about it, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, so you were saying what are your thoughts on my ramen situation currently?
I think it's really funny.
I think I wanted another ramen.
Which one did you get?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
So there's the cup, there's the packet, and then there's the chow mein. Which chicken?
Have you had the chow mein yet?
I tried the chow mein
The
yesterday.
packet.
You had the packet?
Those are my favorite.
They're so good. And they're so cheap too. It was like at the store they're like 10 cents. At the grid it was like 65. So
Huh.
it was a little annoying.
So are we getting taken advantage of here at Liberty University? In consumer America?
Well, here's
Is
the
it
thing.
worse at Liberty University? Consumer
I haven't bought ramen in a while, so I don't know if the price has gone up for ramen.
But you bought it at the store and it was cheaper.
Well, it was a while ago. I think it was like maybe a year and a half ago is when I bought all this ramen. Because I bought a lot of ramen. Because I was there and I was like, oh, it's 10 cents. I can get like 10 for $1. Take my money. But yeah.
Math
I
genius
like to
over
buy
here.
in bulk.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why I love Costco.
I'm not a hoarder. My grandma is. Shout out to you,
So,
Granny.
it runs in your genes.
But
That's what I'm
it
hearing.
took her a while to get rid of a lot of stuff in her
You're a
house.
genetic hoarder.
I don't know. I'm saying there's definitely some genetics that could be there. My mom is not a hoarder. My dad is not a hoarder. My dad will just throw stuff away, and that annoys my mom.
Maybe it skips a generation.
What
You're
side,
gonna grow up
what
and
side
just
of your
like-
family, grandma? Your mom or
My
dad?
mom's side.
So,
I don't know if my dad's mom is
so
a
maybe
hoarder.
they cancel out. And
I don't think she's a hoarder because when I go to her house, I haven't been to her house in a while. I'm gonna get called out
Your
on that later.
grandma isn't a hoarder?
I don't think she so there's my granny, there's my grandma, and there's Grandma Marge. I have 3 grandmas. So Grandma Marge is not a hoarder, but she knows how to make some really good ribs. And then my grandma, I don't think she's a hoarder, but she also moved to like a smaller house, so she might have gotten rid of all her stuff.
I see.
But I don't know.
What about Granny?
Granny, she was a hoarder. She had to get rid of a lot of her stuff though, but she still has a lot of stuff. But she was a hoarder for a long time.
She's like the kind of hoarder that couldn't like throw away wrappers and stuff.
Well, she had newspaper clippings from like 70 years ago. We don't know what it
Maybe
was.
she's holding on to memories.
No. It was like
Hold
pies and
those
sale.
memories in here.
What if you have dementia?
Then you trust people around you to hold on to the memories.
Anyway, consumer America.
I'm confused. You were saying.
Ramen.
Ramen.
Right.
Consumer America.
Consumer America. Yes, yes. It all. This whole idea that you have to like constantly be replacing everything you own,
I agree.
it causes problems.
Yeah.
Because then there's just so much more stuff being produced. So there's less materials, the quality of products goes down, the like whole production system becomes really unethical. Also, the whole idea like capitalism, I like capitalism. But the concept of capitalism where you constantly have to be like increasing profits also helps to like continue this cycle of like waste and just so much stuff that you just don't need.
Yeah.
And it causes issues. Would you like to weigh in?
Apples aren't as good as they used to be.
That is true.
The products, or like the fruit.
The fruit.
Apples.
You go to the store, you get an apple, it's disgusting. You go to a farmer's market or like a local farm, those apples are great.
Yeah.
Those are from the same place, technically.
No, they're not. Some apples are flown in from Japan
Okay, but not all of them.
and like places around the world. But if you go down to the farmer's market, you'll notice it's not there because they can't afford to fly their stuff to a farmer's market.
It's like the local orchards, like grown
Yeah.
right around the corner.
Those
Do
are
you
also
have
not as
farmers
good.
markets in Alaska?
Yeah.
What do they sell there?
Weed.
Sorry, what?
And flowers and homemade goods.
So we're just gonna ignore what I just asked. Okay. Ella, how about you? What do they sell at your farmer's market?
Flour, corn, dairy.
Dairy.
They sell a lot of.
Wine.
Whoa! Let me talk it out, man. Back to the weed. Okay. At my farmer's markets, there's a lot of like carrots and potatoes and squash.
Wait, it's legal in your state? That's good.
Carrots, squash, potatoes.
Yeah, a lot of apples.
There's potatoes
pears.
in Alaska too, and carrots.
Love potatoes.
Onions. Anything you can grow in the dirt.
Yeah.
A lot of honey, bee pollen.
Yeah, we have lots of bees too.
Yeah. Corn. Depending on like
It's like
what
it's a
seasonal.
universal thing, not like a regional. Like bees are everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to pollinate.
Wherever there's flowers, you'll find bees.
There's lots of flowers.
Lots of flowers.
Mhm.
Lots of things to pollinate.
Nice. No, down at my farmers markets, they have macaroons, tea, vegetables, fruits. They'll be selling plants there sometimes.
Yeah.
They have fish, meat,
But we have lots
furniture.
of fish and meat.
Well, I don't trust the fish because
You
it's
got
in
the
Raleigh.
Amish.
We have
where
the
you
like.
No, we don't have any Amish people.
Dang it! I
My
love the
grandpa
Amish.
lives in Amish people. He hates it. He hates the people.
You
I don't know
live-
why.
How can you
Wait.
hate the Amish? Granted, it is a
What?
cult, but like they're
Well-
so cool.
Well, it's puppy mills. He doesn't like their
Oof.
puppy mills.
That is
Okay,
nice,
yeah.
Well, the lights just went out. Cool, good. Anyway.
Continue.
Yeah, Amish
I
are
don't know.
cool.
Yeah.
Huh?
They can build barns like that. Their cheese is great.
Oh no, I tried their cheese. Their cheeses are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you're
Just
talking.
ignore
There's
the
people
puppy
down
milk
there.
part, but like.
You
Otherwise.
can't ignore the puppy milk part. That's where they get
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
money.
Did you just,
Not from the.
aren't you gonna be a zoologist? Aren't you supposed to care about animals?
Yeah, but I don't like study the puppy mills
Ignore
of the
the
Amish. I'm thinking more about like wild animals,
There's like a
man.
time at the corner. Do you know what it's on?
Our live studio audience is little.
Just gotta keep track of the time.
Yeah.
Ad revenue.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. The lights are back on.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
They motion censored? Probably.
I don't know. I'm not in this building that much actually. I'm only here like 2 times a week.
Me too.
And
Because you're still in all the gen eds, huh? Yeah.
well no, it's because I only have one class here.
What
It's
class
only,
do you do?
I have global studies.
Me too.
Well, who'd you have for it?
Avery Carter.
Oh, I had Dr. Harper. It's,
Wait, on Tuesday and Thursday.
Wait, no. Sorry. Dr. Harper oversees the class. Professor Hubbard is my teacher. I'm sorry. Dr. Harper would come in every now and then. She scared me though. Did you do the one like you did the like they came in like separated the men and the women?
Yeah.
She refused to start class until I had a pen and paper out. I didn't have any paper, so I was just standing there. I was like, I don't have any paper. I can't get it out. I'm just gonna like stand there or like just sit because normally I take notes on my computer. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, I have nothing to do. She looks right at me and she's just like, it's like pencil and paper, and I was like, I don't have any. She refused to start class. She's like,
How'd
it's
you
like,
get paper?
someone gave me a paper and a pen. I was
Like,
like,
oh my
she's
God,
like, we will not be starting class until everyone has a pencil and paper out. I'm like, no. I was like,
They
yes,
literally,
please.
to be fair, they emailed everyone telling them to bring pencil and paper to class.
I know.
And a scarf. But you're not a woman.
Scarf was for women. No, it was something to cover. No, it was something to cover your hair.
Yeah, I didn't do that, so I wore a sweatshirt over my head.
That's what other women wear. If you didn't bring anything though, you had to like stand in the back. It was weird.
It's because of separation.
They made me take my hat off too, and he wouldn't tell us in English. It was in like
Arabic.
I think it was Arabic, but I didn't know what we were saying. He was like saying it. He said it like 5 times. Then eventually he was like tapping his head, and I was like, oh, I'll take this off. And then we had to like bow.
And then you revealed your crazy haircut. Were you bald at this time?
I think I was bald at this time.
I see.
But yeah.
Okay.
So I looked at him and I'm like, me and you have the same haircut. Mine's just a little bit longer. Yeah. You were saying.
I think your next haircut should be a reverse mohawk.
It's like the middle-aged dad cut.
It's all hair and just one buzz straight down the middle.
Oh, it's right down the middle. I thought it was
it's
just
a
the top.
mohawk But a mohawk is just all the hairs on the top.
So
like
it's
reversed.
just like it's like sideburns, but it's like just.
It's hair everywhere, just like of no hair.
Just like a line.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I think you should do it. It'd be really funny. I mean, you wear a hat so much, like you can always hide it.
I'm not wearing a hat right now.
Your
I
hair
think
goes
it'd be
back
really
fast.
interesting. Like you'd have to let us know how much colder it feels on that street.
Oh no! When I first got my
versus-
when I first did a
versus the
buzz,
side.
I was walking on my quad. We kept it at 66 this time. I felt a lot colder. I just started wearing hats and beanies. That's why I wore hats a lot during that time, because it was colder. And it like just started to get cold here.
Mhm.
So it might have been a bad play. I should have waited until like summer or spring.
Yeah.
But I stood by it. And then it grows. It's still growing out now. It's returned. You see me in a lot of new photos recently. You've noticed my hair is returned. So yes.
Good for you.
Well, I want to thank you two for coming out here and being a part of this little special episode 7. If you haven't noticed, episode 6 is live, the Redneck Christmas special that is almost an hour long. Go on to YouTube or Spotify or Instagram and go see that. You only get about 15 minutes of it on Instagram, so try to check out our YouTube and Spotify pages. Spotify has gone up this Monday, actually, so go check that out and give that a follow if you haven't to. Well, Ella and Bella, or Bella and then Bella minus B, I want to thank you two for coming out here, and I hope you two have a great rest of your day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it, Tyler.
Of course.